Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Rachel Esther, and for those of you who do, welcome back. So today's episode of 15 Days of Footage is called A Fun Fruity Failure. Now, if you're new to my channel and you don't know what 15 Days of Footage is, you might want to backtrack and start at day 1, which is actually on my Instagram page right now. It'll explain to you what 15 Days of Footage is and just get you caught up on the videos that I've posted so far. Other than that, I have a little bit of a story time before I get into explaining this look to you guys. So boom. The first reason isn't anything crazy other than the fact that I've been meaning to really start this series on my Instagram and my YouTube channel called #FruityAF. And the first time that I attempted to start this series, I actually had a really hard time achieving the look that I wanted to do. Nonetheless, I recently ordered some fruits from Fruitz and Roots, and I was super inspired when I saw all the colorful fruit, and I'm like, this is when I have to start this. So I picked up that dragon fruit and I said, it's go time. But then it wasn't really go time, which brings me to my second reason as to why I'm eager to post this video. So a lot of times people ask me how my makeup comes out so perfect, how I do things so great on the first shot, what is it that I do to make things the way that it is, and I'm telling you guys, it's not always perfect. A lot of times I have a really hard time achieving the looks that I want to do. Sometimes it comes out perfect in my head and it never translates onto my eyes the way I want it to. So today was one of those days. 15 Days of Footage is a series that shows the many parts of me, and one of the parts of me that I never really showed is the frustrations that I have as an artist. In this video, you're going to see me be very annoyed and backtrack and start over and be very confused at the things that I'm doing, but you have to watch to the end to see the result of how everything came out. So all you missed so far was me packing in a pink and purple from the James Charles Morphe palette. I blended that out with the pink to make sure the lines weren't too harsh. Then I went in and cut my crease with the P. Louise base and added the white from the James Charles palette onto my lids. I decided that I wanted to add this white line with my NYX liquid liner and then kind of follow it with a black line. So I do this thing sometimes where when I don't love what I'm doing or I'm unsure about what I'm doing, I do it on one eye before I bring it to the other. So that's kind of what I was doing here. So I added those two lines and then added the purple on the outer corner as well as black eyeliner right above where your black eyeliner goes, except I didn't wing it out. And then I went ahead and did the same thing on the other eye. Still wasn't loving it, but we're pushing through. So what's crazy is I was definitely frustrated at this point, but this wasn't the tip of the iceberg because things started coming together, but I was definitely getting annoyed. But what kept happening to me was as I went in to fix an element, I messed something else up. So you're gonna see me jumping back and forth between the black and white liner trying to make them even. I also added some purple between the dark purple and the white to blend that out. That actually looked really good. But I just kept messing up these lines and they were not as clean as I wanted them to be. But like I said before, we kept pushing forward. The look so far definitely wasn't bad, but it wasn't screaming dragon fruit. So I decided to go in with this green, which is 2 different liners from Suva Beauty, Tracksuit and Dance Party. And I mixed them together to get this green, which I then decided I need to add these leaf-like extensions to create the dragon fruit effect. Like, I know I'm still missing elements at this point, like the seeds and stuff like that, but these leaves were just so important to me. And I put them on and then I hated them, so I took them off. So instead I decided to just go in with a straight green line above the purple and call it a day. I couldn't really determine at that point if I wanted to change anything else, but I was definitely feeling this a lot more. So I went ahead and popped my lashes on and did the rest of my face off camera because there's no special technique to how I do my foundation right now. But if you do want an updated foundation routine, it is on my IGTV, so go ahead and check that out. And then I decided to start on the lower lash line. I bounced back and forth between the dark purple, the light purple, and the hot pink to kind of create like an ombre effect underneath my eye. That wasn't really translating, but it made sense while I was doing it. So after that, we just went in with some mascara. I used the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. It's definitely one of my favorites for my bottom lashes because I have none and they make them exist. And then we went in with a felt tip liner to start adding these black freckles, which would be the seeds of the dragon fruit. At this point in time, I was feeling really good, but you're gonna see me display about 30 different emotions in the next 30 seconds. So I went in with my BFF3 pencil from ColourPop, lined my lips, and just went in with a little bit of clear gloss. I also had this green glitter from ColourPop that I added in my inner corner to give it a little bit more razzle dazzle. I was practicing smiling here, y'all have to ignore me. This is why I don't smile with my teeth. But this right here was the moment that I realized that I didn't really look like a dragon fruit. It was a sad, happy, confusing moment. But at this point, I was so close to getting it done, I had to just figure it out. So after adding more of these speckles and trying different things, I debated for a little bit, and then I decided, you know what? I gotta take this green off. So I took the green off. Now, the type of eyeliner this is, it was able to just peel off, thank God, because I didn't want to have to use makeup remover or anything like that. So I literally just took my tweezers and it peeled right off. No, it didn't hurt or anything. And then I just rubbed off any excess, cleaned it up with some concealer, and blended out that purple a little bit more. And then instead of doing the green on the top, I decided to just do it on the bottom. I went in with the same two liners and created these like little leafy triangles, short to long effect on the outer corner of my lower lash line. I definitely liked how this looked a lot better because before, it's not that it was a bad look, but it wasn't screaming dragon fruit. And the goal was to look like a piece of fruit. So when doing this, I definitely felt like I was moving in a fruity direction. See what I did there? Also, at some point, I decided to brush my eyebrows upward. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I thought I was going to do, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I brushed them back down and just cleaned up around it. Added a little bit more speckles, and bada bing, bada boom, I feel like a piece of fruit. So I say all this to say, even when things get hard, be sure to follow through. The creative process isn't always pretty, and I know I don't have fun with every element of it, but in the end, you're able to create something really beautiful and something to be proud of. So make sure you just keep your mind to it so you can feel like the fruitiest piece of fruit in the world. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of the 15 days of footage. If you haven't watched, be sure to catch up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Rachel Esther, and never forget, stay beautiful, stay booming, and stay blessed.